So the 5 making their way to the start for the second pony race, the Charles Owen pony race, 148 centimetres and under over the straight 6 furlongs once again.
We have a call for the driver of a Ford Focus, registration number DU56MYM. Could you please return to your vehicle and move it? Ford Focus, registration number DU56MYM. Please return to it and move it. Thank you.
So the 5 ponies making their way down to the start then for our second pony race of the day. Non-runners here, 1 Captain Hurricane and 4 Mr. Marshall is given in the race day programme. 2 Miss Wonderful ridden by 15-year-old Charlie Todd. 3 Pickpocket has 14-year-old Nia Kerslake on board. 5 Exquisite Midget has 15-year-old Ellie Vaughan doing the steering. 6 A Brick in the Wall has 15-year-old Harry Middleton. And number 7 Hope has the 14-year-old William Humphrey on board. Those are the 5 runners. We wish them all the best of luck. And the race due off pretty soon over the 6 furlong trip.
Wade in, wade in.
Just waiting on Exquisite Midget to join the others at the start. Pony's on its toes a little bit, furlong still to get to the others. There is betting on the opening race, by the way, here today. 2-year-old Maiden at 2.10. Just had a little look down at the boards, and James Bond Villain is the favourite. And Stavro Blofeld, quite short as well. Must have been doing something right at home. That's coming up, of course, a little bit later. First of 7 races from 2:10. But if you want to have a bet in the first, you can. So the 5 runners down at the start. Just noticed Sophie Smith's down by the winning post, watching the second race. Having won the opener on Push the Button, who won again. Really remarkable pony, been in such good form. So well done to Sophie and the connections. Presentations will follow this second pony race. So Exquisite Midget is now with the others. They're just getting and tape across the track, and we're about to get this race underway. This for the 148 centimetre and under group. 5 of them then will face the judge, Mr. David Hicks. Certainly expecting a much tighter race this time. Good to see so many of you already in early on to watch these pony races. Could be seeing stars of the future in the saddle. So nearly ready now, just taking a final turn or two. So just congregated by that far rail at the 6 furlong start. Pickpocket is one which is on its toes a little bit. So they're now just walking back a little bit. They'll walk in together, and then we'll get this race underway. The second pony race here at Yarmouth today. Very best of luck then if you had a little flutter on this race, or if you're just enjoying the action. May well have picked a horse to follow here. Hope on the far side, and Miss Wonderful. Now they want another turn. Pickpocket definitely wants to get on with things. Exquisite Midget's more relaxed now, having been a bit on its toes down to the start. You can just see on the big screen, Pickpocket just rearing up a little bit, pretty eager. But looks like we might be ready this time. Nope, another turn. We are at post time now though, so I suspect this time they will go. Yes, are they being called in? One or two a bit eager. Yeah, they're off and racing. Racing then. Pickpocket was a little bit slowly away, so was Exquisite Midget at the back of the 5 ponies here. And it's been switched out towards the centre of the course as Hope takes them along in the green and yellow colours under William Humphrey, being tracked on the red cap on the far side by a brick in the wall and Harry Middleton, who's right by the rail. Blue and white of Miss Wonderful and Charlie Todd. Horse with the noseband is Pickpocket near Kerslake, and quite a long gap already to Exquisite Midget, who's outpaced under Ellie Vaughan. Heading towards the halfway stage of this Charles Owen pony race, 148 centimetres and under. So pretty much 4 contesting the lead. On the right is a brick in the wall. A little look across by Harry Middleton, the yellow and green of Hope and William Humphrey. Ridden along in the blue and white is Miss Wonderful and Charlie Todd. And on the left, Pickpocket and near Kerslake. One who won't be winning is Exquisite Midget. Inside the final 2 furlongs then. On the left, Miss Wonderful poking its head into the lead here. On the right is Hope, who's trying to pick up again. A little bit one pace. On the far side is a brick in the wall. Pickpocket is still staying on the one pace in behind them as they race well inside the final furlong. Miss Wonderful in front. Hope is trying to rally on that far side. Miss Wonderful just in front. Hope's about half a length down, trying to close the gap, is doing so towards the line. Here comes Hope and Miss Wonderful very tight on the line. Maybe Hope. It's tight though. David Hicks will be employed in that judge's box. Miss Wonderful involved in a close run thing there. But I wonder if Hope may have got there under William Humphrey. We'll find out shortly.
Photo finish, photo finish.